Police Garlight, in a shocking move that's rattling European capitals and igniting fierce debate across the globe, U.S. President Donald Trump has just announced a sweeping new travel ban, one that targets not Middle Eastern or African nations this time, but some of America's closest allies in Europe. Yes, you heard that right. Trump has officially banned entry into the United States for citizens of 6 major European countries: France, Germany, Belgium, Sweden, Spain, and the Netherlands. These aren't random picks. These are core members of the European Union, NATO, and decades-long strategic partners of the United States. And yet, as of this announcement, they've been placed on what Trump calls a temporary but necessary no-entry list. So what sparked this massive shift in policy? Why is Trump, a man known for shaking up the global order, turning his focus toward Europe? And what does it really mean for global politics, business, and travel? Let's rewind the clock just a few weeks. In early June, whispers began circulating in D.C. that Trump had grown frustrated with several European leaders. These frustrations stemmed from leaked conversations at a NATO summit, where European diplomats allegedly questioned the U.S.'s reliability as a global ally and discussed forming an independent defense alliance, one that would operate without direct American influence. Some of the private discussions were even mocking in tone. When those leaks reached Trump's team, the response was swift and unforgiving. According to a former advisor, Trump saw the transcripts and immediately demanded a strategy to check their arrogance. This ban, it seems, is his answer. But his public explanation was more focused on national security. Trump claimed that these countries had become soft on immigration, weak on border control, and too politically correct to address rising threats within their own territories. He accused European governments of turning a blind eye to radicalized elements, moving freely across their borders and potentially into the United States. In his words, "We must act before it's too late. The safety of the American people comes first, always." His supporters are applauding the move as bold, necessary, and long overdue. They say Trump is standing firm where others have folded. They point to recent incidents across Europe, civil unrest, attacks, political tensions, as proof that the continent is spiraling. But critics, both foreign and domestic, are calling this a diplomatic disaster. European leaders have responded with outrage. Germany's Foreign Office called it a slap in the face to transatlantic cooperation. France's president described it as a reckless decision that undermines unity in a time of rising global tension. Spain, Belgium, and the Netherlands have hinted at retaliation, with rumors of reciprocal bans already making the rounds in Brussels. The European Union is convening emergency meetings, and top officials are warning that this could destabilize global markets and even military alliances. So, who's most affected by this ban? Thousands of European travelers who planned summer trips to the U.S. are now stranded. Students with valid visas are being told they can't re-enter until further notice. Business leaders from tech, finance, and manufacturing sectors are canceling long-planned trips. And the tourism industry, especially in cities like New York, Miami, and Los Angeles, is bracing for a major financial hit. One German engineering student studying in California told a local station, "I've lived in the U.S. for 3 years. I was about to graduate, and now I'm being told to pack my bags and go home." From Silicon Valley startups to Ivy League universities, the ripple effect is growing fast. Meanwhile, the White House, though no longer under Trump, is struggling to respond. The Biden administration is caught in a difficult position. Do they publicly denounce Trump's influence and risk further political division? Or do they stay quiet and let this play out, knowing full well how influential Trump's base still is? And let's not forget, this move is fueling speculation that Trump is gearing up for a major 2026 political push, or even a 2028 presidential comeback. Some political analysts say this ban is as much about strategy as it is about security. With the world's attention on Middle East tensions, China's global rise, and ongoing cyber threats, Trump is once again seizing control of the narrative. He's positioning himself as the tough, no-nonsense leader who's unafraid to burn bridges if it means protecting American values. But here's the question that nobody wants to ask. What happens if this move escalates? What if the European Union retaliates with sweeping bans of their own? What if key military alliances fracture under the pressure? What happens to joint intelligence efforts, economic cooperation, and trade agreements? Because make no mistake, this isn't just a travel ban. It's a geopolitical earthquake. And while Trump may be out of office, his influence is far from over. Some insiders believe more bans are coming. A second wave targeting additional European nations. Even tighter restrictions on student visas. And potentially, new tariffs on European imports, something Trump has threatened before. One senior EU diplomat said privately, "This is not about policy anymore. This is about power." And Trump is playing the long game. As the world holds its breath, many are wondering, is this the beginning of a new Cold War, not between East and West, but between America and Europe? And for everyday people, students, tourists, workers, the uncertainty is heartbreaking. They're the ones paying the price for a political chess game they never asked to join. So now the world watches. Will diplomacy win? Or are we heading toward a new era of isolation, division, and nationalist rivalry? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, the age of predictable politics is over. Trump has once again thrown the playbook out the window, and the consequences could shape the future of the world as we know it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our deep dives on global developments like this. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you support Trump's decision? Or do you believe it's a step too far? Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay sharp, and stay connected.